Yeah, it's not something I really had to deal with before, so it's new, and yeah, I don't know if it's really set in yet. To be honest with you, it's been tough watching the last couple, but I think mentally it's going to be pretty tough as we go along here.
Max and Mark about what you could expect in terms of not wanting to rush to get back because of the nature of this injury?
I think more so Max, just because I think with Fleur it's a little different being a goalie. With Max, I know it's still something he's battling right now. So, I think the pain is probably eased a bit as he's gone along, but it's something that lingers. So, I'll have to see how I heal and how quickly I can come back. Without that pain and obviously the danger of re-injuring it again.
Sid, you've always been such a conditioning freak almost. How do you maintain some level of conditioning with this?
Yeah, you can't really. I guess upper body and core and things like that I can work on, and off the ice I'll probably try to handle the puck somewhat at some point and just make sure that I feel the puck a bit, because you go a week or a month and a half or 2 months without handling the puck and feeling the puck. It sometimes takes a while, so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I cover all grounds and make sure that when I come back it's hopefully as short as possible to adjust.
Have you analyzed what happened when you went into the boards, what you did, maybe didn't do, compared to what you usually do in this situation?
Did the same thing I always do. I mean, I've heard a lot of speculation. It's pretty funny to hear, what I supposedly did, but I went in and, I'll describe it. I went in and I took a backhand. The rebound kind of popped out near me. I'm sliding on my butt and my feet are forward. Usually I hit with my feet and my legs come up. My left foot hit and went up, but my right foot stuck in the boards. Usually my heels will bring me up and my legs will be above my head kind of, but my right foot stuck and there's nothing you can do. I mean, just bad luck. Probably right around there, yeah.
What are they telling you, Sid, about what you can do now and then what you can do over the next 6 to 8 weeks?
Well, I'm probably going to go in a boot here for the next 2 weeks, and then after that, just typical rehab stuff. I mean, the big thing with this is time. I mean, you can't really do too much to really strengthen it at this point, especially with it being injured. So as time goes on, I think I'll be able to start strengthening it a bit more. But right now, it's just pretty much sit and wait.
Last night, it's difficult to sit and watch the game. Watch the game last night, Saturday the other night. Obviously, everybody's trying to step up. Refreshing to see the other guys trying to do their best.
Yeah. No, I mean, the guys are really working hard, and to see that, I don't think you really admire that as much when you're playing because you're so caught up in the game, but to see the character we have and the way we play together, I think that's something I have more respect for, having watched the last couple games. And whether it's Gino or, like you said, Sabu stepping up, I mean, that's going to be so important. And each game it's going to have to be maybe a different guy, maybe the same guy, but we're certainly going to have some guys probably accept different roles a bit, play a little bit more, and be ready to make those adjustments.
It's one of those different roles, being more of a leader for Evgeny, and if so, in your opinion, is he ready for that?
I think so. I mean, he's played professionally before he came here, and I think when he played in Russia, a lot of times he was the go-to guy. So I think he's used to that pressure that comes with that, and as far as our team's concerned, we've had some guys that are playing well lately too, so hopefully it's not something where he has to put it all on his shoulders, and I don't think he can do that. Nobody can do that, and he's going to have to keep going the way he's playing. I think he's playing great, but I don't think he's got to add anything extra. He's playing great, and he's got to trust and believe in the guys next to him that they're going to help him out too.
Don Shar was saying that it was sort of a message from Terry and to him, yet last night he did a lot of very good things by himself when he had to. Did you notice the stuff that he was doing? Was it coming from within the system, as Terry was saying?
That's skill. I mean, you don't learn that within the system, and that's just, it's having that will. So right now he he feels like he's got to step up his game, and maybe there's more will there. And not to say he doesn't play with that normally, but I'm just saying that, when things are a little bit more desperate, when he knows that he's dependent on it a little bit more. He's got that extra jump right now, and he just got to play the same way. I mean, especially in the Montreal game, he was coming back a lot and making sure he's responsible defensively, and those are things you have to make sure you're aware of too. When you get caught trying to do too much, sometimes you make mistakes. So, like I said, he's got to trust the guys around him, and it's a team sport. It doesn't change, and you just got to keep doing the same thing.
Sid, any extra disappointment with the All-Star game Sunday? You won't be able to play in it now. Kind of your game this year, especially.
Yeah. No, I was looking forward to it. I mean, played with Lecavalier and Alfredson too, but I think I'm able to look past that a little bit more now, finding out it's going to be as long as it is, and my focus has kind of shifted to what I have to do.
Did you have any expectation when you went to see Chip today? Did you have any sense of what he might tell you?
Yeah, I was hoping 3 to 4 weeks would be the most, but it doesn't look like it's going to be like that. But, I mean, see how fast I heal.
Did he warn you, or others warned you about trying to come back too early from this kind of injury?
Well, yeah, it's a common. I think it's more common in football than hockey, but it's one of those things that lingers, and you have to be careful. And I want to make sure that when I do come back, it's healed enough where if I do tweak it a bit, it's not going to bring me back to square one. I mean, that's something I don't want to go through. So just making sure that if it's going to cause a little bit of pain, that it's not going to be something that holds me back.
When was the last time during the season you had an extended period away from the ice like this?
I don't think I ever really have, to be honest. I mean, 2 weeks is probably the most I've ever missed, so it's new.
What kind of injury was that?
Shoulder, yeah.
Any ankle thing before?
Yeah, but when I was a lot younger, like midget hockey, it's kind of similar, but happened in the summer, so it wasn't a big deal.
Did you set a goal or look at the schedule what game you want to turn back?
Somewhat, but that's for me to know. And I think, as far as that's concerned, it's all about healing. This is probably something that's tougher mentally than anything I've probably had to deal with, and I don't think you want to get caught looking at a certain date because you get to that date, you're not ready to go. I mean, that can definitely hurt, the way you feel about things and things like that. So, for me, just going to take it a day at a time. I mean, that's the best way to do it, and make sure that I'm doing everything possible to get back, and hope that my body heals as fast as possible.
You sat and watched the game last night with somebody who's gone through a few injuries in his career and missed games for different reasons. Conversations about that at all?
No. I mean, maybe it's something that'll come up, but I think with all those things, everyone has their own way of dealing with setbacks and with adversity and things like that. And his injuries were a little different than mine. So, talking about cancer and life-threatening things is a little different sometimes, but definitely someone who knows. So, we'll see if I need to pick his brain at some point.
So you're so close with a lot of the guys on this team, who's captain and friends with the guys. How do you? Have you thought at all how you go about still being a part of this, even though you're not guys?
I'm going to be watching the game, so if there's anything I feel like I can add or help guys out, I will. No, I'm fine where I am. But at the same time, I think it's all about your attitude too. I mean, it's how you approach things, and I'm not going to be coming in the dressing room pouting or with a grumpy mood or coming in. That's not going to be me coming in every day. So, I mean, I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't expect anyone else to, and I'm going to do what I can, off the ice to help, whatever that is.
Is it going to drive you nuts being around here for 3 periods every night and not being able to? I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, what you were talking about, the mental aspect.
Yeah.
Might you be better served just not being here?
Well, yeah, maybe sometimes that might be the case. Maybe sometimes I'm just going to say, you know what, maybe it's better if I stay away today, or depending on how the day goes and things like that. But also, I'm hurt, but doesn't mean that I'm gone. I mean, I have to be there to support the team as well, and it's not fun watching. You wish you're out there, and especially with the diversity our team has. We have a lot of injuries right now, and guys are battling through it. So I want to be part of that as well. But it's just something where you got to make sure you're supporting the guys as well.
Will you go to Atlanta?
No.
No.
You guys scale back your objectives now, not just because of your injury, but because of so many guys being hurt. Lower your expectations for the season?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think we're a team that's really based anything on expectations anyway. I mean, I think that's for everyone else to decide, but you go into every game expecting to win. That's our expectation. I mean, how many points we have after certain games, certain amount of games, or where we at a certain point in the season, I don't think we ever think like that anyway. So I don't think that's something that we're really worried about.
You think that these injuries have brought something out of this team, Sid, that might have been there but you didn't know it was there, or might make this team stronger in the long run in some way?
Well, I think so. I mean, this is the test right now. I think for a lot of guys too is, how strong are we going to be? And I think our one line was all American League line, basically guys who got called up. So everyone's really going to step up. And like I said, they're going to get more responsibility, and they have to look at that as an opportunity. And doesn't mean we're going to win every game. It's not going to go perfect every game, but it's more of the grind, I think, mentally that is going to be the toughest part that they're going to have to get through is, making sure every game you're ready to play and ready to compete with that, that desperation that's needed.
You see this as something that would serve the team well, like a blessing in disguise in a sense, down the road once you
you never want to see it happen, but in a way that could be definitely something that brings us closer, and with guys getting more of a role than typical, maybe if it comes to that down the road, they're ready, they're stepping in there confident, and even if they're not, that confidence level is still going to be there. So there is some positives to take out of it for sure.
So I don't know what else Chip told you. Is it just the sprain? Is there any damage to the fibula?
No, there's no bone damage whatsoever. Yeah.
Did you even get on the bike after 2 weeks? Is that part of your conditioning regimen?
I don't think. I mean, see how I heal, but the bike, that might be a little too soon. Maybe 3 weeks. I really don't know. I mean, it's really dependent on how fast you heal, and that's what I've heard. I mean, there's no real set date for anything.